Welcome back to more Guild Wars 2. This time, I just did some rather extensive inventory management. We are going to be continuing to pursue these main quests. Some mail from NPCs. Get a little bit of gold. And it attempts to show that you are having an impact on the world. This is probably the most mail I've gotten in any MMO I've played. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I actually have precious little idea how to do this quest. I'm going to pick up this shovel, and I have actually no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. I mean, yes, it says right there, but because it's not pointed out on the actual map, I literally have no idea what I'm trying to do. So you'll have to pardon my idiocy, and I cut a lot of just stupid stuff out. What helped me complete this quest was this dynamic event, which was, again, a standard defend against this many waves of enemies. It started out with me and this other guy, as you saw, but there's going to be a good number of us by the time the end hits, and we'll be cutting to that here shortly. And fortunately, it counts towards the quest. No, it says protect from threats. I'm assuming you could just attack anything that's going to attack you, but I'm not quite sure myself. So we'll just cut to the end, where there is a lot of us. And as you can see, they brought back the mortar plants, which is awesome. I will admit, there's consistency here. It wasn't just for that one quest we did. And you also get to see the wonderness of the hammer. And here come a lot more. The ability to jump with the hammer is great. Now, if you notice, it also says it's a level 8 thing. That's because it's been scaled up because there's so many of us. And that was actually very, very simple. And I'm going to be doing a lot of looting, which is actually a major problem I'm going to have, is looting. Because my inventory is full 90% of the time. You're going to see a lot of cuts here, which you can catch just the end of the inventory screen. That's because I have had to clear my inventory many a time already. In fact, I may actually keep a bit in just to kind of show what's going on. Now, what happens here, I'm not sure. It's looks like I was gonna say, yeah, it looks like level skills 4 and 5 are not unlocked, are not even in the way. But I think 4 is just beginning. Yes. Yes, that's what it was. I was a little confused there. And as for right here, I'm noticing there are no more quests over here, which is quite annoying. There's a couple of points of interest. One over there I want to go to. And this one is going to be quite problematic, as you'll see. Now, as you saw, the hammer is completely done. All I have is the mace offhand. I think that's the mace offhand. No, that'd be the axe offhand, excuse me. And I'm just going to do something really stupid. And I'm just going to run in here and get myself murdered. It's very easy to do. I mean, without having any ranged abilities and having 2 enemies with ranged abilities, there's no way I could even heal myself to keep up with that. And I'm just going to keep running to try and get this point of interest. It doesn't work. So I'm just going to have to literally fight to survive. Throwing rocks, I kill someone, and then I decide to try and run to get this point of interest. As you can see, did not end well. There's just not enough survival, and the game has auto-targeted the wrong character. I might have been able to survive, but it's unlikely. And so I'm back. This time I've cleared everything out that way. And there's that point of interest. And nothing can get me up here. Which causes them to go immediately neutral. Now right here I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to equip a rifle. The second ranged ability I have. Well, not ability, but weapon. And you can see that enemies that have pushing abilities are really going to hurt. And I really don't want to die. So I'm gonna just go over here to the entrance and drag as many of them as I can. And then we switch over to my melee weapon, which accidentally is the hammer. But not like that caused huge problems. I survived. Now, what you're probably noticing is that my skill number 6 has changed. That is also a heal, but that's more importantly a regeneration, which will keep me alive longer, and I'm very glad I got that ability. I think it cost 3 skill points. Now, I'm trying to get some of my rifle skills up. It's hard when all you can do is basically shoot and bleed the enemy. And they get all these special little things, you know, to push you back and things like that. Another thing I noticed is that you can carry at least 2 harvesting items on you. And right now, I decide to gather some items, because while I don't have a profession, it still never hurts to have them. So I'm going to be doing quite a lot of that, both on screen and off. So if you see a major cut and I've gone quite a distance, that's because I've done some gathering. And some major inventory management too. Because around this time I was really running low on inventory space. I did not have enough for everything I had. I mean, we're talking about things that are more than just junk items. We're talking about basic whites and even some blues. But aimed shot is the next level up. And we're back into the warp point. And I'm going to stop here and do a lot of things at the merchant. And then some major inventory stuff. You really don't need to see that. There was just a lot. But now I'm looking for that scout. But first, more copper ore. And, of course, a jewel. And you're going to see a little bit of what my inventory looks like. With 3 pouches already. I was trying to figure out what to do with all this stuff, because I really can't use all of it. In fact, there's a lot of it I just will never be able to use. And the cat decided to attack me. He didn't last long, as you would expect.
On the Weeping Isle in Ventry Bay, the Soundless seek to isolate themselves, to be alone with their thoughts. However, outside the protection of the Grove, they're endlessly harassed by the nightmare court of Hemlock Coil. They could use some help.
So yeah, that's the next set of quests. But over here is this outcropping of another race. I don't remember what they are, but they've built this little outcropping here. And there's a vista. Let's go take a look at it. After, of course, we make a small jumping puzzle out of it, because it is not easy to get to. I nearly fall off. No clue why I didn't fall there. But it's Vista time. Isn't it beautiful? They really spent a lot of time trying to make this game look good, and they reward you for taking a gander. And yeah, a lot of things happened there. That was about 3 minutes or so of just stuff. But we're going to be trying to get to the main story quest after we do some cutting. And I get stuck on some things. And I decide to take a long about way, which was probably quite stupid of me. Some more interesting buildings. Ah, those frog villagers, it looked like. And there's gonna be a lot more combat. Some more spiders get in my way. And I decide, let's get the rifle up. Yeah, even the rifle has a range. But we learned another ability. And some more spiders. They didn't last long. Now, you can see the point ahead where the story quest begins, and I'm going to ignore it and try and explore the village up there. There's nothing important up there, nothing interesting at all, so we're just going to ignore the fact that that exists and head back. We'll see you guys next time. This is Stomping Llama, signing out.
We need more mortars. Grab a seed and help out.